So it's currently 6 minutes past 9 as you can see, and I just completed off my successful trading day. Now this is video number 2, proving to you that it's never lack of capital, it's always lack of skill set. I just flipped an account from as small as $11 to $350 in minutes. The first video I did it, flipping $20 to 200 and something. And most of you guys were arguing in the comments, no, you're over risking, you're doing this. Guys, literally, let me show you. This is a small account with Xness, obviously you can see. I was able to deposit 48,000 Ugandan shillings. Now when you have to convert this to my country money, this is very less. Look at this. This is just $13. It's not $11, but it's $13 as you can see. Now we're able to flip an account from $13 to over. Look at this, guys. This is my Xness account as you can see. It's a live account. There is nothing like bluffing. You see that Xness. Now we're able to flip an account from $13, and you can literally see this is all from today. You can see today. So we're able to flip an account from 48,000 Ugandan shillings to over, look at that, 1.1. So the account went from 48,000 to 1.2 million Ugandan shillings. As you can see, the deposit is there, the profit is there, the balance is there. As you can see, we did it again. So right now we have 1.2 million UGX. We need to convert this to my country money. So let's see, 1.22000. That is how much we made today. We made over, as you can see, we made over $334. That is over 43 Kenyan shillings. So traders, I told you, whenever you want to grow small accounts, the technique is only one. First of all, every amount that I put on this account, if it's small accounts and I want to make really big money from them, I'm going to risk the whole account. I only risk how much I'm willing to lose, only. I don't risk money that I'm not willing to lose. So if it's this $15, if I lost it, this $13, I wouldn't like really care much. Well, that is just $13. Again, I would lose it because my trade went wrong. But remember, we don't just trade. Not just because I'm willing to lose this money that, okay, I'm going to just trade anyhow. No. However much I'm willing to lose this money, I still have a good strategy, and that's the same thing I'm going to be showing you on my screen there. So whenever I have a small account, I'm going to go all in because I want to make big money from that account. I'm not going to apply risk management. So if I'm risking a small account like $10, what risk management can I apply to this account? No, I just have to make sure that my strategy is good. So if my strategy is good, my psychology is going to be very good, guys. So let me jump onto my screen and I show you. This is the strategy that I use every single day. Like I used to trade in the forex market and I used to complicate things. I just come to the 1 hour candle and then I complicate, stuff. So I'm going to choose a gold because that's the only pair that I love to trade. Gold has so much money if you know how to trade it. And the thing is simple, traders. I'm going to come on to this chart right here and I'm going to delete all the analysis here. Now this is our chart. The first thing I do always, traders, I go to the daily time frame and I mark out the high and low of the previous candle. So when I come here, we're going to mark out the previous candle. This is the one. So we mark out the high, which is that one. The high is going to be our resistance. And then we're going to mark out also this part right here. Now this part right here, we have drawn out the low and the high of the previous candle where price moved Monday. Today is a Tuesday. Now traders, after marking out the high and low of the previous candle, we can literally understand the bias of the market from the past data. Now when you look closely, we have this zone right here that price has been trying to break for some time. This zone right here. You see that? This is a resistance, this right here. Now when you mark out this resistance right here, you see that resistance? It's now a support with price breaks it. Now price has been trying to break from this part right here. We have this candle tried breaking this green one, this red one, and this green one. Now that's why we knew today's candle, if it opens, it's going to go and break that part right there. So the first thing, traders, mark out the high and low of the previous candle. So that is the first thing we are going to do. Now after marking out the high and low of the previous candle, we go into the 1 hour candle. Now when we come into the 1 hour candle, we want to look out for the price action between yesterday's movements. What is yesterday's movements telling us? How can we find trades off yesterday's movement? Because we know obviously the price is going to go up. That is what brings us to the 1 hour candle. Now traders, look closely at the 1 hour candle. We have literally price. It moved yesterday. This was the lowest point. You can see Monday on down here. Then this was the highest point price reached. Now when price reached the time of closing, it closed from this zone right here. This is the candle that price closed from, this one candle here. So I'm going to draw out a tick and I show you this is the point where price closed there. Now when price closed from here, it opened up obviously. You obviously know if price opens up, it's obviously going to come down, but that's not just like that. When you look closely, traders, remember when you mark out the high, first of all, when you mark out the high and low of the previous candle, we want either price to break the upper part or the lower part. Now price obviously it was coming off this zone. This zone right here is not just a zone, this is also a supply zone. This is a supply zone that we had from the previous days. Now, how do I draw this? I'm going to come and draw this just like this. Can you see? This is a supply zone that price was trying to make. Obviously, we had to have price come down, obviously. You can see. Now, not just coming down, guys. Remember, whenever we're taking trade in the market, whenever we're looking out for price action, we're looking at things like trend lines. When you look closely, the price had come up on this trend line. Traders, look at this. Look at this trend line. Look at that trend line. Remember, we're looking at price action. We want either price to open up. Is it either going to break the upper part or the lower part? Now, price opened up by pushing to the downside side. But I want you to look closely. Price came back to the same exact zone where we had a trend line. Now, we have two confluences. We have this support zone, and then we have this support, but it's a trend line. It's a trend line support. Now, we have two confluences that price is going to shoot up. Remember, we already know the bias of the market. The price is going to shoot up. But we need to understand, when is price going to do that? Now, let me show you my other two confluences. So, we had price come back onto this trend line, and then also price come back to the support zone. Now, this is our other puzzle piece. We had this gap here. Now, this gap right here is also key. Now, that is another confluence. Price was coming back into this gap, but this is not just a gap. This is also acting as a support. It's not just a support to this part right here. You can see that is a support there. Now, price is coming back to another support. That is another confluence. You see, guys, now our last puzzle piece, I still have even more confluences. Look at this, guys. Now, here, if you were to see, we saw this is an impulsive move, retracement. Then we're going to say this is another impulsive move, then retracement. You see, traders? Meaning we can apply a Fibonacci retracement from here to here and understand, okay, if price is to come down, how far will price retrace? Because this was all retracement. This was all retracement. All this was retracement. You see, traders? Now, we mark our Fibonacci from swing low to swing high, just like that. Now, look at this, traders. Let's even put in line graph and show you properly. Look at that, guys. We literally see that price retraced 0.5 levels. You see, guys, at the 0.5 level, that is exactly where price retraced from. You can literally see there. You see, now we have more confluence to tell us that price is going up, but the biggest confluence is always the trend line. If you see a trend line, you want to see either price break the trend line, either here break and retest. But remember, we already have the bias. The bias, price has to go up. So we took our trade, but we didn't just jump into this trade. We obviously had to wait for price to break above this part right here and retest. So we zoom into the smaller time frame, which is the 5 minutes time frame. Remember, we made our analysis on the 1 hour candle. Now we have to go into the 5 minutes time frame and find our analysis or our confirmation. When you come closely, traders, you can literally see that we had price break above this zone right here, which looks like a W. So price had formed this W right here. So it had broken it. Now, one of my best confirmations is break and retest, man. Look at this. We had price, break, retest, and then shoot, as you can see. So what I want to do is take my trade when price does the retracement, exactly like this. So putting my stop loss exactly below there, and then targeting this upper part right here as my target. This upper part. I'm not just targeting the upper part. That upper part is my previous high of Monday. Let me repeat for you this trade, guys. Literally, price opened up by coming down. It was coming back down. Obviously, even when you have something like this, the only point, your point of interest would be the trend line. Let price come back to my trend line, then I'll think of taking the trade. But now, since I know the bias of the market, and when you look even at the timing, I didn't even mention the timing, guys. Look at this. This one candle right here, look at that. This one candle opened and price reversed at exactly 10. 10 is London session. Most of the time when movements are going to go long term and swing and go up like crazy like this, it happens mostly at 10. That is the London market. Literally, we had all confirmations. So you can literally see at exactly 10, we had a spike to the upper side, breaking this consolidation that we had. Then exactly at 11, the other candle, it had to pull back to retest and then shoot to the upper side. Literally, you can see, guys, this was a very good trade. We had all types of confluences, but the thing comes down to understanding the bias of the market. You can know the bias of the market. I told you guys, when you come to the daily time frame, you see that price wanted to break this zone right here. Price was trying to break this zone right here. You see this zone? Price has been trying to break this zone from last week. This zone right here, you can see. That zone right there. Now we understand, okay, price is at this zone. It's trying to break here. But let's go into the smaller time frame and look out for the price action that we can interpret to tell us that price is coming back up. Now, as price is shooting up, obviously it's shooting for this target right here. Look at this, guys. We have a gap that was created here. This is where price is going up to. You see that gap? That is where price is going up to. You see, traders? This was a very nice trade, even though you didn't catch this trade from exactly how I caught it, even though you're just waiting for a pattern. Now, when you look at this pattern, because this is an ascending triangle, we have price ascending like this, and this upper part is flat. So what you want to see is you want to wait for price to break above and close from above, and then you take your trade. But for me, I caught this trade in the morning. From here, as you can see, this is a very, very good trade, guys. Low risk entry points, high probability setup. You can flip any account type. You can literally make
explaining, and we are in
profits. He's even making profits right now. And guys, guess what? It's currently what time? What time is it?
It's 10 p.m.
10 p.m. guys. You see, 10 p.m. And as I'm making this video, my brother is making money. He's printing. You see that, guys? So this is how I caught this trade, man. So many confluences, man. If I don't see any price action that I can interpret, if I don't see any price action, if things are hard for me to interpret, I'm going to let them be, and I won't trade that day. As simple as that. That is how you trade every single day, and you make crazy money, guys. Literally, what matters more is your strategy. I saw so many comments. Like, I can't even read out some of the comments. Like, let me show you guys. I saw so many comments in the video. But before I do that, let me first show you what ChatGPT can do. Let me show you, if I ask ChatGPT, write for me a strategy, you know, according to my daily highs and lows. Let me do this for you guys. So I'm just going to tap here and tell ChatGPT, ChatGPT, can you write for me a trading plan according to my strategy? My strategy is marking out daily highs and lows of the previous candle on the daily time frame, so that I can know what price action we are going to have in the markets. You can literally see. Now let me tap go. Let's see what ChatGPT will say. You see? Now let's see what ChatGPT is going to do. You see what it's doing? Daily high and low strategy. It marks out everything for you. Time frames used, we use the daily time frame. We're marking out key levels. Execution time, we use 1 hour and 15 minutes time frame. But for me, I use the 5 minutes. Look at that. ChatGPT tells you what to expect. You can see. Identify context. Is price consolidating? Is it trending? Is price approaching and rejecting yesterday's low or high? As you can see. Are there any news? Like, literally, look at it. It's writing you a strategy. Look at it. Rules to, you see, avoid impact news, do what, journal. Like, literally, ChatGPT can write you a strategy. If your strategy is to trade support and resistance according to whatever, tell ChatGPT, they'll write you that strategy. They'll write you a trading plan, follow that trading plan. So it's never lack of capital. It's lack of skill set. I wanted to read you some of the comments. Let me read you some of the comments so you guys can see how some of you guys think. Like, I'm not trying to be a bad person, but I just want to answer some of your things. Like, sometimes I need to answer these comments. I don't like really answering them, but let me answer some of these comments. Here's the video. It has 26K views. I saw very many comments. Actually, there are over, let's see how many comments are these. There are over 110 comments on this one video. Like, it really went viral. So let me read some of these comments. Come on, you can't grow any account size without proper emotion management. Guys, this is like more of like having proper psychology. Like I told you, for you to have proper psychology in trading, you need to have a good strategy. You can't have fast psychology, then you have a good strategy. No, you need to first improve these things, then your psychology is going to be good. Because now, your psychology will be better because of what you are doing. If your strategy is good and you're following your trading plan, then your psychology is going to be good. You can never have good psychology when your strategy is very bad. You can never, that is impossible. Improve your strategy first. When your strategy is good, you're doing the right thing, then your psychology is going to be good. Because I'm calm. I'm emotionally calm because I know my strategy works. Why am I panicking? But you can never have good psychology when your strategy is shit. Guys, you see, that was one comment from someone here. And then some people like understood the assignment. The assignment was not me flipping the account. The assignment was the strategy that I'm trying to teach you. You know, someone was like impulsive moves and retracements, obviously. It's the same thing even we saw there, actually. I didn't even show you something, but I'm going to show you guys that even though you're using impulsive moves and retracements, they also work. You know, guys, so let me read you another comment. Guys, any job, please, I'm in need of money. Just go hard on trading. And now this particular person right here kept on like really posting negative things, you know? And they're like, Oga, na still lack. What about the flippings you did that you didn't work out and have been blown? I think this one is Nigerian. You know, go post that one. Nah. I can't even read. So what he's trying to say is probably, what about the other accounts that I blew? You know, guys, even though I show you my trading history, I think the only time I blew an account when I was doing this flipping. I think it was yesterday, and I just lost, I think, $16 only. That is nothing, guys. I told you, risk money that you are willing to lose. But again, when I lose, it means, okay, price just took me out like by a small move because I'm going all full margin. But my strategy, 100% all the time works. The only time is when price has given me price action that I can interpret well. That was simple price action. So whoever said this, that it was luck. No, there's nothing like luck here, man. This is not luck. I've been doing this for some time. Other question. Most of you guys are sending nice comments. Like, I appreciate, man. I appreciate. Again, I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing this for you guys. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to learn trading for me, not you guys, you know? So, I appreciate the comments, man. For the haters, God be with you. Let's see. Someone was like, hi, man, did you use a stop loss when you place the trade? Guys, when I go full margin, I can't place trades because I'm literally I'm putting the whole account, I'm exposing it to risk since it's a small account and I'm willing to lose it. So I don't use stop losses. Unless when I'm swing trading. When I'm swing trading, I use a stop loss because I don't want to lose money. You know? Now someone was like, it might be true, but to some extent here in Uganda, $20 is someone's monthly salary, which you need to pay rent and stock food stuff. Anyway, thanks for the dedication. Guys, someone is saying here, okay, probably it's about, not everyone can lose $20. That's why I told you, when you come into trading, if the money that you want to trade with, you're not willing to lose it, don't bring your money here. If I'm willing to lose $10, I'm going to put it and lose it. That is it. So if $10 is too much for you and you can't lose it, don't bring that money in trading. You see, guys, another comment here. Actually, we lack skill, not money. That is the thing. Guys, like it's just lack of skill, not money. There's so many comments, but there was one particular comment that I wanted to read. This is all learning. We just need to learn, guys. And take my word for this. The thing is having a good strategy. A good strategy that has low risk entry points. Low risk, I mean low risk. When you take a trade, price is going your way. You know? So, I don't see that comment. I think probably they deleted it. I think the person deleted that comment. But again, I'm telling you traders, it's never lack of capital. It's lack of skill set. And this is what we do. Let me open my Xness account so that you guys can see it. And put my password. You guys don't see my password. You see that? We have 1.2 million EGX. You see that? So when you come back here to MT5, you can see today, again, we're about to flip that, you can see $48 to 1.1 million EGX. Imagine the 48,000 Uganda EGX that you used to go and eat ice cream. You took your girlfriend out. Yeah, I flipped it. I made money with it. Guys, let me show you that even the simplest analysis, anyone would make money. Remember our point of interest? It was this point right there. Imagine if I had applied even the Fibonacci retracement. Now remember, Fibonacci retracement, we want to understand how far is price going to go down and then shoots up. Now imagine if we applied Fibonacci retracement. Look at this. Look at that. Price reversed at the 0.5 level. You see that? 0.5 level. Meaning, even though you're trading impulsive retracement, you would still make money. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and don't forget to turn on your notification bell such you never miss out the time when I'll flip another account. So it's never lack of capital, it's lack of what?
Yeah.
Cheers.